the Fremantle police station. And of course, the last time I was in the Fremantle police station, they stole my phone. So, I mean, they're pretty quick if you steal anything to jump on you and get it back, supposedly. So we're just going to see how quick they are to give me my property back. Here we go. Hello, how are you?
Sorry, filming?
I am.
Why?
Oh, that's just what I do for protection from the police. Do you have a boss I could speak to?
What was it in regards to?
Stolen property.
Have you made a report? Are you wanting
No, I'm wanting to get my stolen property back from the police that stole my property from me.
No, she won't let go of it. She thought she's in the right-hand lane, and she's going to carry on.
So my name is Stephen Hayes, and
Do you mind stopping?
no, and my I won't show you then. I'll just show the window here.
That's okay.
Hello.
Everything's recorded.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I don't know why she's not wanting to be recorded. We're all being recorded right now. So so my name's Stephen James Hayes, and the police stole my phone from me in this foyer in February. So if you want to just track that down for me, or track down a boss that can speak to me about it. I don't. No, I don't.
ID on yourself?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Can we have a look at that, please?
Yeah, you can, but you can get someone down here. You want to see my ID?
Before we can go to the sergeant.
Oh, okay, sure.
We've got nothing to go on.
No worries. Thank you. I have asked for the phone to be returned to me. Spoke to Kevin, a Scottish chap.
On Birch's stock at the leading the car park in I'm actually right there. As I look down, I can see.
So yeah, just while they're busy doing that, this is the foyer of the police station in here. It's a pretty small foyer. And they've still got these X's on the ground because, of course, everything to do... Yeah, so do I. I hope they'll be polite too. They've got these X's on the ground because of COVID, I guess, because they're still fully invested in the COVID narrative here in Western Australia, at least in the government they are. Because, of course, if they uninvest themselves from the COVID narrative, then they're leaving themselves open to being sued, imprisoned, or worse. I mean, I'm someone that believes that Mark McGowan will end up likely being hung. But hey, I'm just one of the punters out there who knows what will end up happening to that fascist terrorist Mark McGowan and his cronies like Chris Dawson and everyone else involved in the injuries and deaths of people all around Australia. So the last time I was here, it was the first day of the mandates in February. I think it's February. And so if you didn't have a jab on this day back in February when I was arrested, you could not go to work. You were destitute. You were about to be... you were a non-person. And of course, a lot of people got jabs and got injured and worse because of the decisions made by these psychopaths. And of course, I was in the government what I thought of them, and that's something you can't do in this state here in Western Australia right now. Unless you agree with the fascist narrative, you're going to be hauled off the street, bashed, thrown in jail, etc. Thank you so much. Thank you. And so we'll see what they come up with here. Now, in case you're wondering, the reason I'm so adamant that I need my phone returned is because it's got evidence on it that I need for an upcoming court case about the Claremont Showgrounds incident where I was taking footage of a crime scene as they bust children in from schools all around the area to be mass at the Claremont Showgrounds. And the phone, I believe, has some evidence of that on it. So we'll see what these people want to do about it. They've conveniently forgotten about, they probably will. They've conveniently forgotten about my discussions with Kevin, who I think is a sergeant here. He was the sergeant that sent his troops out to arrest my flatmate. And he put that on his channel. He got like 500,000 views, so good on you, man. Sorry, it's a bit boring. I just wanted to really live stream, mainly for my own protection, because these people lie. They'll do anything they are told. They will break any law or any non-law that they need to do. Just photograph this lady here. And remember, all the people that work here, they're scared. They're scared of their own government. They're scared of their masters. And so they'll do anything based on fear, just like they're trying to get us to do anything based on fear. Now, I'm only allowed back in Fremantle because at the conclusion of my last trial, my bail conditions, which kept me from entering the CBD of Fremantle, were lifted. So they've had a bit of a respite from me. Since February, basically, they haven't seen me in their foyer, but they're going to be seeing a lot more of me in their foyer. Because they believe that they are somehow above the law and can do whatever they like, and all of us are just minions, right? Just minions. So, and again, I'm sorry, it's 8 minutes into the stream already and kind of not much happened. You're seeing a nice window here. But this is quite important, that these people don't just get away with whatever they like based on their pretend WA laws. They've been getting away with a lot so far. And I was having a conversation with Phil the other week about where are all the federal laws, who polices the federal laws, and of course nobody does. There's no sausage factory set up like there is for a magistrate's court to process all of these charges that these sausage factory workers come up with. There isn't one of those at a federal level. So all the federal laws are happily being broken by these people because they believe their sausage factory laws are actually in play, and of course they're not. But we won't know. We haven't seen any federal police taking action against all the crimes that these West Australians are perpetrating on their own civilians. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. See if they start behaving themselves and doing the right thing. And the first thing they need to do is cough up my mobile phone, because it's got evidence I need for my next court case, which I believe is on Thursday. I could be wrong. And for all the police watching the live stream as well, you should quit. Okay, you should simply quit. Do the right thing. Go get a proper job. Stop being part of a fascist regime which uses stand-up tactics to get your own civilians to inject themselves with poison.
Fremantle Road or Rockingham?
That Rockingham Road.
Rockingham.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. See you, mate. Catch ya.
So apologies anyone watching, this stream is a little bit boring. But it's important that we hold these people to account because at the moment they're not even following their own BS laws, their own pretend laws. They're not even following those, let alone what's right. These people are all actors, all the way up to the magistrates. They're all actors, right? And I've been an actor since I was a kid, so I can spot one a mile away. And the masks are even falling off the magistrates now because they probably need to put their wigs back on so people can believe that they're some form of authority because they certainly don't have any in actuality. So, of course, the new CDC guidelines have come out, and of course, they're saying that vaccinated people are to be treated the same as unvaccinated people now. There's no difference. You don't need to do any more random testing. So the narrative has completely fallen over now. And in fact, as we know from the data, people who have been vaccinated are more likely to catch COVID because their immune systems have been compromised by the poison. Now, here in WA, I was in custody last week, or the week before, and while you're in custody, they have a little TV in the corner, and it's quite nice. They're still promoting the jab. They're still telling people to go and get injected, even though 30%, yes,
Yes, so we just had a look. It looks like your phone has been seized as part of an investigation. So it is being held as evidence before. So
it was seized in February. What part of the investigation have they not got to?
So it's still just being used as evidence. It's still with
Okay, you've had it since February. Can I speak to somebody, please? You've had plenty of time to get the evidence off it. If you think it's for evidence, it's my phone, you've stolen it. I need to speak to a superior.
If you've got an issue with it, you can...
No, I'm not doing anything. Can you get your boss down here, please? No, I'm not doing anything. Get your boss down here, thank you. No, I'll wait for the boss, thank you.
So yeah.
There's no boss on the... You don't have a sergeant on duty?
I do.
Duty sergeant? Okay, get the sergeant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It says it's being held.
Yeah.
Yes.
For court, yeah, next court date, 25th of first. He said tell me to email the investigator. So yeah, what you can do.
No, I'm not doing anything, darling. If you'd like to get your superior down here to speak to me.
Yeah. Yeah. So I can give you the email if you like.
I'm not interested. I want to speak to a superior, thank you. I need to speak to your boss. Who's in charge here today? I need to speak. See, this is what they do. They've got their own little rules. They're allowed to steal off us, right? Can you imagine what would happen if I jumped the counter and started stealing their shit? I'd be in custody so fast, it would make your head spin, right? They've got my phone unlawfully. They stole it from me. Have you got a superior officer? I'd like to speak to them, please. It's a police station. I'd like to speak to one of the police. Thank you. These people don't have a leg to stand on. They'll happily kidnap you, bash you, steal your stuff, charge you threaten you, basically not do anything so that you get hindered, right? I need that mobile phone to defend myself.
Email address, please.
I'm not interested in the email address, all right? I spoke to Kevin. Do you know a Kevin here, a Scottish gentleman? He's a sergeant. Is he on duty? Because last time I spoke to him, he was getting back to me about my mobile phone. Is he on duty?
He's not actually.
Okay, we'll get someone else. I'll speak to another police officer, thanks. Another pretend police officer, right? They're pretend because they're pretending to have something to do with the Crown, apparently. You've had all this time while I've been under bail conditions stopping me from coming into the CBD. Well, the bail conditions have finished now. So you've had time to get everything off my phone that you needed to get. Now you can hand my property back over. You thieves. You lying thieves. Anyone watching the stream, you want to know what a lying thief looks like? They're dressed in blue. They've got an upside down pentagram on each shoulder, right? And for anyone watching, anyone over 10 years old knows what an upside down pentagram means. And look at this. You've got a sign over here. This is how ridiculous it is. Stop. No entry permitted unless you are fully vaccinated. Right? Fully vaccinated, eh? They're still pushing that narrative. I guess they're going to leave themselves open to lots of litigation if they let that narrative drop. But I think it's going to be taken from them, that narrative, because they're not going to give it up. Have police had the 5th booster? I don't know. Probably. Probably some of them have. So we're still waiting because the West Australian pretend police are very lazy, you see. They're very lazy, these people, and they will do everything in their power to avoid having to deal with situations, particularly situations that they themselves have created. They love to play the victim, right? They really love to play the victim, the police, and so now it'll be, oh, nasty Stephen Hayes is in the foyer and he's asking for his property back. Imagine if I walked outside right now and ripped off one of their police cars. It'd be on the news, I'd probably be shot, tasered, right? It's complete fascist corruption what's going on right now. The magistrates' court here in WA are still not letting in observers, okay? Still, magistrates' court, you go in there, it's all government people and police. So there's no observation of the magistrate sausage factory going on at the moment. They're doing whatever the hell they want. Oh, it looks like, oh no. Have you got a superior coming?
No, so...
You don't?
I'm trying to chat to the sergeant.
Oh, there is a sergeant here? Well, I'd rather have a chat to him. I don't want to chat to you about it, but thank you. I'll just have a chat directly to him.
What you can do is email the
No, I'm not. I want to have a chat to the side. Oh, look, there's one there. There was a police officer there. Upside down pentagram. Hello?
So yeah, what you can do, as I told you, you're
No, I want to speak to somebody right now. You've got my property. You've stolen my property, and you're going to be returning it, okay? I don't know what planet you're living on, where because you work for the government, you think you can steal stuff and get away with it, right? You've had since February. Since February. How many months is that? Right? How many months since February? March, April, May, June, July, August. You've had 6 months with the phone. Do you want me to give you the passcode? Is that your problem? You're just not able to get into it, to get all my stuff off it. Right? You're all pretending, and pretend time's over. You need to wake up. I'm here to wake you up. Okay? The COVID narrative pretend time is over, and your pretend police force, it's over, and your pretend WA government, it's over, and your pretend laws, they're all pretend and they're all over. Okay?
A little bit rattled still.
I'm sorry, sir. I'll keep my voice down. So it looks like what the police here are going to continue to do is to hide, okay? They've currently tried to hide Chris Dawson as the governor, even though he's definitely responsible for the injuries and deaths of Leavers when he made them inject themselves before going to the Leavers party. He's definitely responsible for those injuries and deaths of those children. So they've attempted to hide him in the governorship. And you'll see here, none of these pretend police, doesn't matter how many bulletproof vests and tasers and guns they've got on them, right, want to come out and talk to me because they know they are full of it. They know they don't have a leg to stand on, right? They know they are working completely outside of the law. Anyway, so it's a pretty boring stream. Thanks for people hanging in there. I guess knowing my background, you're hoping to see me arrested. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen today because it's quite an expensive. I'd like to work it's been expended in stopping me from telling people what's actually going on. Hey from the UK, coming. Yeah, so we're in a police station here in Fremantle. And you can see it's a beautiful building, and as most of the government stuff here is, they seem to have spent a lot of money designing stuff to be as inhumane and awful and drab, and they continue that all the way through into the lockup, so you end up sitting on a stainless steel bench. And yeah, that's how they roll here. It's all about fear. It's all about threats. It's all about keeping people under control, and it's all about to go out the window. So I suggest for everyone who's still working for the government, start working on your fitness, right? Because you're going to be running from the mob. So I would start doing a little bit of extra walking, maybe start eating a few more veggies, still have your protein, you're going to need that. But you definitely need to start working on your fitness because you are, if people find out that you were working for the government during this time, the abuse of power perpetrated on those civilians will be returned to you tenfold. So just keep that in mind, okay, as you go about your little daily business, or your police, your magistrates. Supposedly the police and the judiciary are all separate. Come on. It's all just a sausage factory. The police charge you with whatever. The magistrate doesn't blink. They just turn to you and go, how do you want to plead? They don't say to the police, well, hang on, he was singing outside. Why is he even here? Why are you arresting someone for singing? No, they don't do that because they're running a business. It's just a business for these people. So they just turn to you and say, how do you want to, what sort of contract do you want to make with us to keep the little sausage factory business going? Yes. Yeah, they're pretty fat here too, most of them. They're all fat asses. And they're definitely not chosen for their quick-wittedness, that's for sure. Anyway, looks like they're going to do what they normally do, which is just pretend that they can get away with stuff. Hey, ma'am.
Hey,
How you going?
yeah, not bad. I rang up at 1:25 this morning to report an incident. Nobody responded to the same. Again at 9, was told to come in here and report. Basically my room's been trashed and the windows been open over 2 days. I only 4 times, but I didn't take any damage to this property. And she stabbed a needle into my carpet when she left.
Into what, sorry?
Into my carpet, like just a used needle or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Have you got any ID on you?
Yeah, I do. I brought the needle just in case. It's got the lid back on and it's in a secure enclosure, just in case it's of any use whatsoever. But it's not a major crime, so I doubt it will be. But I do, sorry. I have to talk and think at the same time. I've got photos and names, her name and stuff as well.
So she assaulted you?
I don't want to press charges for the assault. It didn't hurt. I didn't take it kindly, but I'm not going to press charges for the assault. I want to press charges for the destruction of property.
So I can hear the people out the back now are debating how to get me for disorderly or how to remove me from the property. You can just hear them having a bit of a chuckle now. And it's okay, people, we're actually all on the same team, you just haven't realised it yet.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Are you?
Mm.
You know to fix that first. You know?
I'm waiting, but I think this lady might. Sorry, I just wait.
Yeah, so kind of not much happening.
I hadn't thought that one when you go to us. I'm on with this one here. Was it over? I still haven't got her details. I don't know where I'm going to put that.
This is the one that you have to put the details on here. Yeah, so that's other driver.
That one, which one was that?
Just cross that out.
So,
Shall I fill in all that again?
so the police look like they're going to continue their belligerence and just pretend like what they're doing is lawful.
I can give you another form.
They,
I've got this one here, so I'll fill it out again.
some more people are coming now, so I might have to, I might bail and come back later so I don't intrude on other people's stuff, but
Your name was Rebecca, and that was
Uh,
the name.
Sorry, darling, can you just tell me who the sergeant was that didn't make an appearance today? Who is actually on and their badge number?
No, you said, she doesn't answer.
I would just probably just cross out all those and just put what you've got there.
I guess this is the whole state government's attitude at the moment. Let's just let's just ignore it, try and stay as quiet as possible, and let's hope it all just goes away, right? Well, it's not going away. You've killed and injured many, many people. And anyone speaking out about it was smashed, bashed, charged with assault, thrown in jail, whatever, and their property stolen. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, darling, do you know what the sergeant's name is? Or are you just ignoring me too now? This is the transparency of the West Australian Public Service. They're quite happy to do anything to you that they think they've been told to do, but then,
Customers to serve.
well, if you'd serve me, if your sergeant would come out here, you can serve me now.
We've served you and we've given you the email for the investigating officer who you can speak to about it. But we've got some other customers we need to serve, so you'll need to step back a bit if you want to stay in here because they've got a right to their privacy in speaking to us, passing on details and personal information. So you'll need to step back.
I don't want to record their personal information, but this is a public place. If you want privacy, you're going to have to go into one of those rooms, okay?
We need to step back, so I'm asking you to step back so that we can...
Okay, I'll step back. I'll step back. I don't want you to make up charges against me, right, that I was doing something unlawful. So it's a lovely, lovely police station here. We do hold them responsible. That's because they are responsible. Not only have they injured and killed many people, they've absolutely smashed the middle class. The middle class is now gone. All their homes are now being bought up by millionaires. All the middle class businesses, small businesses are gone. We now have a recession the likes we have never seen. We're going to head into that now. And they're telling us to eat bugs now because, of course, no one will be able to afford to have steak. So bugs are, I guess, the next best thing. That's why they kind of getting us onto that.
In a way, or how do I explain it? She was saying that she knew what my thoughts were and constantly calling me a liar. And I tried to explain and de-escalate the situation.
So hiding. If in doubt, hide and hope that they go away. Let's just hope this problem goes away. Yeah. Well, here we go. Lost property. I do have some lost property. How do I report the party? Is it the lost property party? Report a party. Oh, I can check my crime. This is a good one. Check my crime. How hilarious is that? Come in, sir. No, I'll try not to film you. Yeah, I can check my crime. What about the police's crime? Who's checking the police's crime? I think it's the police that do their own. The lost property? I've got some lost property. It was stolen by the police. Oh dear. If they checked the police's crime, they'd find that my property is, well, it's not lost. It's stolen. Reporter Hoon. Yeah, dob in everyone. Here we go. WA Police has a new website. It's more accessible and more friendly. Has frequently asked questions. I wonder how much more friendly it is than this joint. I can't talk to a police officer apparently. That's how friendly they are in reality. I'm glad someone's doing work on the website. More friendly. Oh, here we go. Save time. Save time and go online. Here we go. Upside down pentagram. Yes. Why?
I want to speak to you in private.
Are you ordering me to, or are you suggesting I do? I'm going to continue to record.
Yeah, I'm asking you, would you like to come in?
What for?
So I can speak to you.
You can speak me out here.
All right. If you continue in this manner,
What's the manner I'm continuing
the
in?
manner that you're continuing,
What is that?
you'll be issued with a move on notice.
What is the manner I'm continuing in?
If you're going to let me talk, I'll talk. If you're not going to let me talk, I'll issue with a move on notice and you'll be out of here.
Okay.
Understand?
Have you finished talking?
Yes.
What does the manner mean? What's manner mean?
You're hindering and obstructing lawful activity.
Oh, really? I'm hindering and obstructing lawful activity. How am I doing that exactly? Everyone online watching you right now would really like to know, what's your name and your badge number?
It's John Hawkes.
Yeah?
PD 10353.
Okay, and how have I hindered lawful activity,
I'm
John?
behaving in this manner.
Okay. What's this manner?
In the manner that you're behaving.
What is that?
You're obstructing these people
How am I obstructing them?
because they can't speak properly to the staff at the counter. You're talking over them. You've been asked a number of times to step back and give people these privacy.
stepped back.
Well, I'm asking you now to leave or you get a move on notice.
Well, why don't you come outside and talk to me?
Well, you could have come in here and talked to
Oh,
me.
do you want to do that now?
Yeah, we'll do that now and issue with the move on notice. And
Are you going to issue me with a move on notice? Where's my phone, mate? Where's my property, you thieves?
There's a phone there.
Where is my property, you thief?
All right, you're leaving now and you're getting a move on notice.
Oh, okay. You're pushing me now. He's just assaulted me. John's just...
Out.
You just assaulted me twice?
And you can stay out here until I give you the move on notice and then you can move.
Really?
Yes.
Oh dear, look, Popo's giving me a move on notice.
What's your surname?
My name is Hayes, Hayes, right? Just let me get your details again. There we go.
What's your first name?
JF Hawkes, Detective Sergeant, PD 10357.
What's your first name?
It's Stephen with a PH.
Do you have a middle name?
Yes, it's James, and I'm the owner of the mobile. You bullies, you thugs, you bashers have stolen from that to me.
What's your address?
Then I wouldn't even be here. My address, 101 Wardy Street, South Fremantle.
Wardle or Wardy?
I've already told you. All right? And here we are. Fremantle Police again. They don't have to follow their own laws. They can steal, thieve, bash, do whatever they want. But when you turn up to keep them at... What's that?
Date of birth.
7th of the 6th, 69. Right? When are you going to give up the COVID narrative BS? When are you going to start admitting your wrongs? When are you going to start telling people that they can come forward and sue the police for what's been done to them? When are you going to start doing that, John? You little move-on notice maker? That's all these people have got. Little forms and move-on notices. They certainly don't have any actual authority. No authority whatsoever. They've only got guns and violence and threats and intimidation and standover tactics. That is all they have, right? So, I'll make sure you make it for 24 hours, okay? Look at these people. They actually believe their own BS. Well, finally, someone came out to talk to me. You're all very afraid of talking to me before. You're all very afraid of talking to me until you thought you could give me a move-on notice. And then you want to have all the chats in the world. I want to have a talk to you so I'll give you a move-on notice. Right, well, your move-on notices are the same pretend laws that your government and your fascist leader Mark McGowan and Chris Dawson, pretend laws, pretend government. You're all going off to the pretend sausage factory with your pretend charges, and now you've got your pretend move-on notice. Isn't that fantastic? You've actually got a move-on notice because what I'm doing is unlawful. I came to get my property. which you've stolen from me, you thieves. Not to mention my DNA IP, which you've stolen from me on a number of occasions, and I will be getting my money's worth for that. Don't you worry about that, John, with your little move on notice, mate. Don't you worry your little head about that. Look at him. He's looking at this guy like, can you believe what this guy? Yeah. Here's the pretend police writing out a pretend move on notice, right? What else in your life is pretend, mate? Probably most of it by the looks of things. You actually believe you can steal, bash, rob, do whatever you like, don't you? Am I prepared to sign it? Are you prepared to give me back my property, you thief? You've stolen my property and you're not giving it back. You've had it for six months.
Stephen.
You've had it since February.
Stephen,
How long do you need my phone for?
I know nothing about your phone.
Oh, okay, well, you want to have a chat about it?
You are ordered to be away,
I'm ordered.
100 metres away.
You have the orders to be away from the police station, yes?
Until 10:20.
Until 2020,
Sorry, 1700.
1700. When's that, today?
Yes.
What, 8 hours or 6 hours? What is it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Are you taking?
That's yours. No, that's yours. It's nothing to do with me, mate. That's your little bullshit.
You've been ordered.
Okay.
100 metres away
100 metres for how long?
until 5 p.m.
5 p.m. Okay. Well, look, that'll last. That's fine in the short term, John. But in the long term, you're going to have to give me my property back, and you're going to have to atone for everything you've done for the Australian civilians by bashing them, locking them up, making them get injected. You're going to have to atone for that, not me. Okay. So why don't you go in and have a chat to people?
5 minutes.
Oh, I've got 5 minutes left. Okay.
And if you're not,
43, 40, 48, 45. Okay, so I've got 5 minutes. Okay, go in there in 5 minutes and you could get my property and you could stop this happening again after 5 p.m, John. But you won't do that because you're a minion. You believe your laws somehow apply and they don't. Oh, I'm all right. So they would have grabbed me while I'm doing this. You know, and grabbed my phone. And they grabbed it in February, so like, if you want to steal everything off my phone, you've had 6 months. You can give the phone back now. But
It's classic intimidation.
all these people have got a standover tactics, hey?
Facto mafia.
Yeah, they're a criminal gang. They're a criminal gang. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm just reporting here on the criminal gang. Tried to get my. They took my property about 6 months ago. They've had a restraining order, or not a restraining order. They've had bail conditions on me for the last 6 months to not come back into the Fremantle CBD.
Yeah.
But that court case is now ended, so I'm now back in the Fremantle CBD, so I can actually contact them and say, "Where's my phone again? Hi guys."
That's what they did to mine. They grabbed mine.
Oh yeah. Well, I've got another 3 minutes before they're going to come out and arrest me, right?
Yeah.
So I don't like getting arrested these days. It's a bit it's fucking draining.
It's aggravation, mate.
Yeah, it's fucking draining on the phone. Yeah. So anyway, but it's good to touch base with the Fremantle Police because you know they always come out and say hi. There's the nice little police. They do. Yeah. Oh, let's go and film them. I've got to leave the scene. Anyway, I'll probably walk back through Fremantle. Right, goodbye, Fremantle Police. Hope you get my phone ready for next time. Thank you. Bye. Cheers, bro. Not for this round of mRNA vaccines, no, but for other things, yes. Yeah, cheers. Cheers, brother. Of course, up here we've got, here we go. Hey gentlemen, how are you? Oh, well, I'm better. When I had my property before the police stole it, I was much better. You want me to go? Okay, sure. I normally film people for their protection as well, you know, because they look cuddly, but these people are actually quite evil, these police. Anyway, let's see what's going on up here. We've got more popo. Bloody hell, the police are everywhere today, aren't they? Ah. How are we, bro? How are you guys? I've got one more minute. I have to be 100 metres. G'day, mate. Are these guys hassling you, these police? Are these pretend police hassling you with a move on notice, are they? Yeah. Don't tell me what to do, mate. Definitely do not sign anything, okay? Don't sign anything. You don't have to sign anything. Alright? Look at these standover guys. Look at the standover tactics. Look at them. I'm not interrupting anything. None of my business. He's a friend of mine.
So this is none of your business, it's affairs.
None of your business.
As long as he's happy, if he doesn't want me to film, then
Nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. Anyway, I've got to be get away from the police station for 100 metres. I've been served one of those as well. And these pretend police believe they're pretend laws, don't they? They're all pretend. You squeeze them, they go like a blow-up toy. Anyway. So, I'll just make sure I'm 100 metres away, I guess. 50 metres. Yeah, I guess I'm 100 metres by the time I get to here. And it doesn't matter where you go in this town, there's bloody popo everywhere, just picking on people in the street. No actual crimes being solved. Of course, here's the heavily vaccinated new library. The acoustics are good though at the library. You can stick your vaccine mandates up your ass. See how good the acoustics are? They're quite, if nothing else, they got that right. They certainly got the acoustics right, which is good. Anyway, I suppose it's a bit boring now. So I'll sign off, just me wandering through Fremantle, which is not bad, but probably pretty boring. Anyway, take it easy everyone, lots of love.